Hey everybody, today we are looking at the Questyle NHB12. This is a true lossless earphone, and this is for iPhone and iPad, but it also has a 3.5mm cable, and we'll get into that in just a second. So you got an iPad, and you want to listen to, lossless music on there, and you want something that's made for that, and you don't want to have to use a whole bunch of adapters. So here you got a cable with a lightning adapter, and you got a special low power DAC, and that lights up when it's plugged in, and it is made out of metal, by the way, too. It is attached to the cable, but the cable is not, and this also comes with earbuds too, by the way. So you get these beautiful earbuds right here, which are made by Questyle, which Questyle hasn't made earbuds that I know of. And they did a really good job with these. You see that nice kind of domed filter right there? Really nice ergonomic shape. I love the design. It kind of reminds me of the Tri-3s, which are one of my favorites. But this one is a single dynamic driver. I don't know the size of the dynamic driver, but they're saying that they worked on it a lot, and they don't announce what type of driver it is. They just say it's a high-res dynamic driver, and they worked on the dampening and everything on this, and they did a really good job of tuning this. Just a spoiler. So you get it. It says Questyle here. Look at that. That's really, really, really pretty. And here's your lightning connector. No adapter needed. Just plug that in your iPad, your iPhone. Here are the chips that it comes with. And you get 5 of these in sizes extra small up to extra large. You'll also get this beautiful case, which I'll open up, and you can wrap your cable around that part. There's a pouch right in there, and it's got this kind of cool angle, like motif going on. Questyle branding on the bottom. Very nice, very classy. Okay, you got yourself a phone that isn't an Apple phone. Okay, what are you going to do? Well, this also has this, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to recommend this. If you don't have anything from Apple, this is designed for Apple, but this is just an extra that they gave you. Because suppose you have an iPad, and you don't have an iPhone, you have an Android phone, you have a flip phone from the 90s. Well, anyway, you have this 3.5mm, and it's a very nice cable. It is on the thinner side, but it is rubberized. It is very, very soft cable. Very good quality cable. Both cables are the same, other than the fact that one has the lightning and the other has the 3.5. And of course, the lightning one has the beautiful metal DAC on it. And we'll get into the specs on the DAC. And besides that, you get a manual in there, and you get the warranty information that's in there. That said, the cost of this is right now on Kickstarter. This is not actually released. This is $229 on Kickstarter, and they're comparing it to some really, really expensive and good earphones like the Beyerdynamic Zolento, which is roughly $1,000. The Sennheiser IE900s, which is $1,300, and the Final Audio A8000, which I haven't used, but I heard a lot of good things about, and that's $2,000. So you got a lot to expect with this one. They're aiming high with this. And we're looking at the different things: innovative ear simulation technology, precise control over ear movement and dampening. They've worked a lot on this dynamic driver. I really wish they would have told me what size it is. It just says high-resolution dynamic driver, customized dynamic driver for extraordinary acoustic experience. Now the cables themselves, which are very rubberized, very, very rubberized. They feel very durable, but they are thin. They're silver-plated OFC cables. It says lossless signal transmission can be ensured. Now, looking at the current, the amount of power that this uses, this has a minimum working voltage of 2 volts and a working current of 3 milliamps. This supports audio coding, and I'm going to go over that in a second. Just trying to find where I was on here, where it said that. This is this has a Questyle Lossless CMA SIP chip. It is the world's first MFI certified lossless earphone. A 192 kilohertz studio quality DAC. And we already said it was silver plated. So yeah, you get a 192 kilohertz up to 24-bit with this lossless music made for iPhone. So that's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, I got a dongle DAC and that's lossless, and I got my focal Utopias, and that's, yeah, but this is made specifically for the Lightning and the Apple kind of system, the ecosystem there. So yeah, it does come with the 3.5 millimeter, which, by the way, doesn't do me any good because I got a Pixel. I could have gotten an Apple phone, but it was one of the lower ones, one of the older ones. And I was like, I'd rather have a new Pixel than an old iPhone. So I did that. I don't know. Was I wrong? I don't know. I got a good deal on it. And I love the camera. I should have been doing this video with the camera. Maybe the next video I'll do with that camera. But anyway, off the subject, sound-wise. Now, I'm going to tell you with the DAC first. Okay, with the DAC, you get a very transparent, very detailed kind of presentation. It is open. There's good separation there. There's definitely no, just coloration. It is just very, very good. Sounds a little like the M15 to me, but much different in a lot of ways. But it does have that nice kind of open sound to it. And then we get into the earbuds, and the earbuds with the DAC and without the DAC. I used a lot of different things on them, and with them I found that they sounded really good. And this is kind of a neutral kind of harmon tuning. There is bass there, but the bass is more toward the neutral. Maybe there's a little bit of enhancement in the sub bass there, and the mid bass punches well as well, but the bass isn't the deciding factor there. And then you get into the mids, and the mids have just hit the camera. I'm moving my hands, even though you can't see me moving my hands. I don't know why I do that. But there is a very good presentation in the mids. They come across relatively neutral. There is good body there. They're not cold, and they're not warm. They're just kind of like normal. They're just like right in the middle there somewhere. Excellent presentation in the mids. I found that they had a nice amount of detail to them as well. No harshness. Moving on to the treble has some nice air and some nice sparkle to it. It doesn't overextend. It's more polite, but polite in the fact that it doesn't reach harsh levels, and it sounds very natural as well. I would say that the mids, the bass, and the treble are very natural. So I hate to say neutral natural, but yeah, somewhere in that line. You get into the sound stage. Now the sound stage is open. It has a decent width to it. It has a decent depth to it. Overall, there is a holographic kind of just sound there that you can get if you're playing games and movies and stuff. It would sound good on this. And of course, it is full of good, accurate imaging, and also just open and eerie sounding overall. So I found these very good. So just think of, like, basically it's complicated, but it is a kind of neutral harmon tuning to it. And you do get the bass. Don't think it's bass light. There is bass there. It's just not going to be that, KZ ground pounding bass that you're used to, or that I usually do reviews on. But it's still appreciated and still really good. And this is with both the DAC and with the 3.5 millimeter running, say, the M15 or my FiO, the K7. Very good sounding overall. I really do like these. And for those who have asked me, because I posted this on Facebook, for the ones that have asked me, yes, you can put another 0.78 pin IM on this cable if you want to use that with your Apple. Suppose you have like a cheapo, like maybe KZ Kriller, or well, KZ Kriller is 2-pin, but suppose you have it's a QDC 2-pin, so it's a different 2-pin. I mean, this would probably fit on there, but like another 2-pin, like maybe like a Canera or something, or a KB Air or something like that. Yeah, you can put this on that. I tried a whole bunch of like regular ones with this. I can't think of that. Like I tried like whatever I grabbed, and I was like, yep, it works. Ultimately, I was trying to hear these. These are really good. I could actually live with these in my favorites. No problem. The Apple DAC is very low power, but yet it is powerful. And it says on the thing that it actually uses less power than TWS, whether you believe that or not. It does. And TWS, you have to remember, you're not connected with a wire. It's wireless and you're broadcasting. But this is wired, and it's pumping out power to here. And it actually does a good job. Very good. We're reaching that over. I was going to do 10 minutes, but now I'm at 11. Anyway, in a nutshell, low power, very good kind of transparent kind of signal. It definitely has decent presentation to it. Very transparent. Yeah, it adds some very good detail. You get into these are definitely a neutral kind of Harman tuning. Excellent mids and treble response, as well as the bass, which is very detailed and not overly powerful. It doesn't overpower everything. Construction on these, very good. It's excellent. And they're comfortable for my ears. I did not try any other tips. I just wanted to do this completely stock. So I used their tips, which I found comfortable. And I used this for a long time. And I went back and forth between this and the thing. And I don't use my Apple thing a lot. But it's nice to know that there is a product specifically for that. If I ever decide to go over to iPhone or something like that, this is here, and you don't have to use a whole bunch of those different adapters like the C to Lightning and stuff like that. It is already built right into the cable. So that said, great product. Questyle NHB12 comes with the buds, comes with the beautiful metal DAC with the window, which is Questyle's known for that little window. Everybody's copying that now. And just an excellent product overall. If you're looking for something like this and you're in the Apple ecosystem, check this out. It's a good product. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.